Ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, welcome back to Powerscaling Party, the series where I take a look at characters from different forms of media and see how powerful they truly are. And on today's episode, I'm going to be taking a look at the scourge of hell itself, the man-turned-god, the Praetor-Predator, the Doomslayer. With Doom the Dark Ages rapidly approaching us, as well as the death battle rematch between Master Chief and Doom Guy happening next, I figured that there would be no better time to tackle the Slayer than now. Y'all already know how we roll in the show. We'll be taking a look at the Slayer's strength, speed, durability, and hacks to see how powerful this man truly is. So without further ado, let's begin. Strength. Doomslayer is incredibly strong. Not only is the dude able to pulverize stone walls into dust, but he's also capable of one-shotting heavily armored demons with his bare hands, thanks to his blood punch ability. But his punches only get him so far. To talk about the Slayer's true power, we gotta talk about his favorite things. His big ol' boomsticks. Slayer loves his guns. In fact, they're his main weapon of choice when it comes to killing demons. He's got everything. Pistols, shotguns, plasma rifles, assault rifles, ballistas, miniguns, and the BFG 9000. But my personal favorite and his best gun is the Unmaker. This baby fires rapid-fire Argent energy bolts, the same energy that defies the laws of physics with its metaphysical nature. This stuff is nothing to scoff at, with it being described as boundless and being made from an extra-dimensional resources that can give infinite power. Sure, the Unmaker doesn't have the instant room cleaning ability of the BFG, but it makes up for it by having more shots than the BFG and requiring little to no charge-up. Now, the Doomslayer is no stranger to using more than just guns. He's used elemental grenades, a shoulder-mounted flamethrower, a wicked energy hammer, and his ancient blade, the Crucible. The blade made of Argent energy that allowed him to take down a Dreadnought and the Icon of Sin. The very same Icon who could break down all of space-time and create a massive black hole that would consume the entire universe in a duration of time. Now, we don't know how long it would take the Icon, but in the game it is described as pretty urgent that you defeat him, because the longer he's on Earth, the more powerful he becomes. So, yeah, baseline Slayer is like just straight up universal. And after a trip to Urdak, the second time, he was able to resurrect the Dark Lord and creator of the entire universe, Davoth, the original creator god of the Doom multiverse who was betrayed by the Father and the source of the Doomslayer's power. And Davoth is nothing to scoff at, considering that he was the one who created the entire Doom cosmology, which includes Urdak, which is a higher dimensional plane of existence by 6 dimensions, Hell, which is a living entity that is timeless, unlimited by time and space, and just straight up transcends both time and space, and Urdak, making it at least 7th dimensional, and the entire Doom multiverse composed of an infinite number of dimensions, possibilities, and infinite-sized universes. This means that Doomslayer is a complex multiversal to hyperversal level being, depending on how you want to interpret the higher dimensional statements of Urdak and Hell. Not only that, but it's stated in the Doom Eternal art book that all the iterations of the Slayer and his battles with Hell had threatened to destroy the Doom multiverse via a multiversal implosion. Just by existing. He's so badass that he could literally cause the collapse of all reality just by living. So in summary, the Slayer is complex multiversal, arguably hyperversal when it comes to his power. Yes, I know he primarily uses guns, but I'll explain why this doesn't really matter when we get to hacks. Speed. Unlike his strength, Doomslayer's speed is surprisingly very easy to nail down. Without his godlike enhancements from the Divinity Machine, he's capable of dodging missiles from the Cyber Demon and dodge machine-created electricity. After his dip in the Divinity Machine, that sounds like a slogan for a workout ad, he was capable of dodging meteors from the Icon of Sin. And if you watch the Powerscaling Party on Ash Greninja, which you should totally do that was probably my favorite Powerscaling Party video I've made, because Greninja is my favorite Pokemon, you'd know that meteors fall at speeds around 90,000 miles per hour, putting him at massively hypersonic plus. He's reacted to attacks coming from Marauders, who can react to the Slayer's plasma weaponry. He's even stuck a perfect landing after being shot out of the BFG 10,000, and dodge lightning strikes called down from the Khan Maker, the extra-dimensional angel matriarch of Urdak. Speaking of Mrs. Maker, she, along with the Seraphim, Semir Maker, were capable of flying across all of creation, time, space, infinite timelines, and infinite-sized universes, giving them, and thus Doomslayer via scaling, immeasurable speed. The fact that we go from supersonic speeds to the hypersonic speeds and then just straight to immeasurable speeds is really funny, I'm not gonna lie. Durability. Now, for this category, I want to do something a little different. I want to focus on the Doomslayer's armor, the Praetor suit. This thing, oh baby, this beautiful piece of armor, it might just be the greatest piece of armor in video game history. Forged in hellfire and drenched in the blood of demons, this bad boy couldn't be scratched by literally all of the UAC's tools and weapons. Those tools and weapons include lasers that could reach temperatures of 2 million kelvins, or 2 megakelvins. You wanna know how hot that is? You're not ready for it. That's over 330 times hotter than the surface of our sun. Our friggin' sun. And it was fine. It wasn't even pierced. Hell, canonically, it's never been pierced. Like, yeah, I know that there was a trailer where it was damaged, but it's never been, like, pierced or broken or anything. It is completely impenetrable. Doomslayer could just take a leisurely stroll on our sun and be fine. Oh my god, this is insane, man. That's not all, however, because this armor is also capable of withstanding an Argent energy explosion. You know, that energy that defies the laws of physics and gives infinite power that I described earlier? Yeah, that stuff. This explosion was described as a Category 4 dimensional event, and the Praetor suit wasn't even scratched. Oh my god. Like, I know that in the games, Doomslayer can be killed because, oh, it's a game, it's gameplay mechanic and stuff. But if we're going by canon, this armor might be the most busted piece of armor in fiction. I'm sure that there's some other armor that, like, gives the person out-reversal level farts or whatever, but damn, this suit is badass. Hacks. Alright, Doomslayer has a metric fuckton of hacks and resistances, so much so that I kinda underestimated how many he had. So what I'm gonna do is show all his hacks and stuff labeled on Versus Battle Wiki on screen, and talk about one specific ability he has that is important to talk about when discussing Doomslayer. Why? Well, as you'll soon see, if I had to list all the hacks and shit, this video would be over an hour long. And quite frankly, I didn't have that time. I've still got a Shigaraki vs. Mahito review to write. Cool? Cool. Let's begin. Alright, Doomslayer's deadliest ability is the ability to absorb the essence of the beings he's killed. This allows him to grow more powerful the more he murders. This also allows him to empower his weapons, as he killed the Ulthrank's demons, who can do the same. And yes, this was confirmed by Hugo Martin during a livestream. A lot of people like to bring up the argument that it's Doomslayer's guns that kill gods, not the Slayer himself, but that is because A, the Slayer empowers his guns with his energy, allowing them to become god-killing weapons, B, he likes using guns, and C, it makes gameplay a lot more fun, to be honest. Although, going through the entire games with effectively the Berserker power-up sounds like a lot of fun too. I might try that out when I start live streaming with my sister. In short, any weapon he touches becomes just as powerful as him. It doesn't matter what he touches. It could be the crappiest weapon in the world, and he'd still be capable of killing gods with them. Anywho, I'm assuming the hacks and resistances have been shown, so let's move on to the conclusion. In conclusion, Doomslayer is complex multiversal, arguably hyperversal depending on how you interpret the arguments for the cosmology, with arguments for outerversal as well, but I forgot to mention that and I had already recorded that part of the video and was too lazy to re-record it. Sorry, my bad. His speed ranges from the supersonic range to the hypersonic range to immeasurable speeds via scaling to the makers like the Khan Maker and Samur Maker. He's got a badass suit that's basically impenetrable to modern futuristic tech and a shit ton of hacks that I was too lazy to list because there are so damn many of them. I severely underestimated the amount of hacks he had when I made this when I was researching this video. Oh my god. Thank you to Versus Battle Wiki for listing them so I could just screenshot all of the stuff you listed and just showed in my video because, like, good lord, I was not expecting him to have so many hacks. Anyway, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to reaching 2,000 subscribers, and I really want to reach that goal soon. And ring the bell if you want to see any more of my videos. Follow me on my socials in the description below, and check out my other power scaling party videos. They're all on my channel. I should probably make a playlist for them, because that'll just be a lot more convenient to watch for people. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, with that in mind, I'll see you later, Cap Nation. Bye-bye!